to the Cannons and Tomahawks podcast, presented by Belly Up Sports. All things hockey, all the time. And now, here are your hosts, two washed-up beer leaguers who have no idea what they're talking about, Zach Martin and Alex Nuttall.
What is going on, everyone? It is the final episode of our special edition Best NHL Jerseys. We have our rankings. We've gone 32. We've gone all the way up through 11. Now it's top 10.
Ooh, this is where we've taken the heat and cranked it all the way to max, almost
Yes.
like just burning. Like there's gonna be some takes in this episode.
Are sitting in a 1998 Honda Civic with the heat blasting, sitting in the middle of Phoenix, Arizona in the summer where it's about 137 degrees. It's
Ooh,
hot. Trust me. We'll get there.
You could cook some bacon on the dashboard. That's how hot this episode is going to be.
For sure. All right. So moving on to number 10, I have the Pittsburgh Penguins. As we talked about in the last episode, they work. Honestly, the logos I like quite a bit. The black, white, and gold. There doesn't seem like there's too much of anything. It just works. Specifically talking about their home jerseys, I like the extra yellow that they have on the arms. I think it looks really well. Mm-hmm. Having the white and yellow stripes at the bottom of the sweater, it looks really good. Just overall, the jersey just seems cohesive, and it all seems to kind of play off of each other and works really well.
Yeah, I like how they have like that little bit of extra yellow past the black and white on the sleeve. So it's like they had this one big block of yellow and they kind of stuck the black and white in the middle of that and just broke up that yellow a little bit. Nice fine detail in that jersey. I have them at 12. So you have them at 10. We're pretty much almost on the same page with that. So for number 10, I picked the Colorado Avalanche, and I mean these jerseys are just you think of the 2000s teams, just that nice little peak at the mountain range at the bottom of the jersey, the full on sleeve of blue down the sides, and you add like the red on the inside and on the bottom of the sleeve, and they have that nice gray piping to differentiate the blue and the red along the sleeves. The Colorado Sea shoulder patches are just so nice, and the big logo in the middle. The only thing I would kind of change is just the A. It's kind of off because there's like you can't really see the middle of the A, like the inside of the A. If they had like that A, like how they have their logo A, I think that might be a little bit better. But I kind of see why they try to not have like two logos so close to each other like that. But I think just tweak the A a little bit. I think it'd be perfect. But these jerseys are just phenomenal in my opinion. I wouldn't really change anything about this besides like just the alternate captain patch that they have on the front of the jersey.
Yeah.
So for my number 9, I went with the Carolina Hurricanes, and these ones are so nice, like kind of awesome how they brought back like the warning flag, banner at the bottom. It's kind of hard to tell the old, like the ones they had like in the 2000s and the early, like the late 90s. Those ones you could really tell really well, but these ones just work so fine. I mean, just the bottom, which is the black, and then they have the warning flag and the more black at the bottom, and also with the sleeves. It's so great. Just do a little have like a warning flag on the shoulder patches. I don't know if they do. Well, the ones on the pictures that we have, there's no patch on the top of the shoulder. If you do like the alternate warning flag on the stick, perfect shoulder patch. But these ones, perfect jerseys in my opinion for the Hurricanes. They're so clean, so nice.
Yeah. So for my number 9, I have the Chicago Blackhawks. The logo is solid.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset about this.
I love the shoulder patches. I love that logo that you guys have. The alternate logo is awesome. It just seems like there's something missing. And I can't necessarily say what it is. It seems like there's they have the white and black piping at the bottom, and then the white and black on the elbows. Mm-hmm. And then you have the logos on the shoulder patches. which is fine. I think it almost seems like there should be something else, maybe like a small black piping going down the sleeve or something. I can't really put my finger on it, but other than that, I mean, I love the jerseys. They're really good jerseys in my opinion.
Would you say like maybe having something where the NHL logo's at, maybe that would maybe break it up a little bit, or would you think it's probably because of the half white stripe around the?
Yeah, even like that little Pentagon type thing where the NHL logo is in. If that was white, also, I think that would look a little bit better.
Yeah, white or black, just to do something a little bit different. I think just because like the half. If I have anything to critique, it's probably just that half, because everyone hit. Because I'm wearing the ones they did 2 years ago, where it was like a lot of it was like that priest collar looking white with the red in the middle. I think it was just having the half white kind of striping is kind of a little bit off. But yeah, if you had maybe a white, the Pentagon was white or like a black, I can see what you mean by having that just that really small detail make it like you said, just that one little small thing. But I mean, I'm not mad about it. You know, top 10, not bad for the Hawks. I have them in a different spot. I know you're going to give me crap for it, but we'll get there when we get there.
As usual. So number 8, I have my hometown lovely boys, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Obviously, taking the personal bias out of it, because I would put them at number 1. Looking at it, I love the logo. It's one of my favorite logos. That a lot of people don't realize that, you know, the flag going around is the Ohio State flag. It's swooping in a C, which is
Columbus.
It stands for Columbus. You know, if you guys didn't know, Columbus starts with a C. I like the shoulder patches, but it needs to be the old school stinger patches.
Yes.
Or even the original jerseys that they had with the CBJ logo. Throw those as their shoulder patches. That is my only gripe. I love the red and white piping. I mean, I have it on now. I love the red and white piping down the sleeve. Even, I mean, the shoulder patch, I don't mind. It's just one of those things that
it's too big. It's too big.
One major complaint that I have is I think they changed the font a few years back, because they had a different font when Brandon Saad was still with us. And after he left, and I think after Scotty Hartnell was there for a year or two, they changed it to what they have now. And before, it was a little taller and thinner, and I thought it looked a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, it's such a small detail that I don't really care about. You know, it's nothing drastic like going towards the Panthers or anything like that. But overall, I love the jerseys. Obviously, it's my hometown team, but
yeah,
I like the jerseys. I think they could have done a little bit more on the bottom of the actual sweater. You know, if you guys are looking at the YouTube version, there's just a little white stripe at the bottom. I think they could have made that a little bit bigger and made it a little bit thicker. And the same thing at the bottom of the sleeves, and it would look a little bit better. But other than that, I absolutely love our jerseys.
Yeah, for the only thing I would change is just the shoulder patch. If you make the old Stinger logo, hot take, I understand why you guys added the cannon. The cannon in the arena is nice, but the cannon on the jersey, it's just never worked for me. I know all the Blue Jackets fans are going to give me crap about this on Twitter. I'm just not a big fan of your guys' alternate cannon logo. It's
logo itself, I love. I absolutely love it. Their alternate jerseys, by far, my favorite jerseys.
The logo is fine. It's just the patch. I like the logo. Actually, okay, I should clarify. The logo is fine. The patch on the sleeve on the jerseys, not a fan of it. If it was just a cannon, or like the CBJ stinger, that's fine. The cannon logo on the alternates, I like that. It's just on this jersey, it just doesn't work for me. But I love the Jackets jerseys. I have them in a different spot. I haven't mentioned them yet. Jackets fans are gonna be like, wait, so you didn't like it with the patches, but you have it in a different spot? I'll get to that. But I picked the Calgary Flames. Another big drastic difference between you and me. I love these jerseys. They're just so clean. They're just it's so iconic. It's just the throwback look. It made it modernized. I just love these jerseys. They're just so fantastic. I know it's kind of weird when you have like a captain C over a logo C, but just like the flame off the back of the seat is it's that nice touch. I don't know. I just love these jerseys. If they maybe the one thing maybe is just making the pipe like on the bottom of the jersey a little bit smaller, but these are just so good. They're just so clean to me. They're fresh.
Yeah.
So number 7, I have the New Jersey Devils. I knew you had them a little bit lower on your list. I really like these ones. They have enough to where it works, where it's nothing too crazy, and it's just like we talked about, maybe making a little bit of piping change here and there, making some sleeves a little bit, like colors a little bit smaller on the sleeves. For me, these are nice. You don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to add a whole lot. I think these ones are just nice. I have no problem with these ones.
Yeah, so for my number 7, I have the Carolina Hurricanes. I love the warning flags. I was born in South Carolina, so I have been around the coastal scene for a while, and it's one of those things that I've always liked the warning flags that they have, especially, they have it inside of striping at the bottom, and then their logo I like a lot. Their logo is really well done. For me, I think it seems like the jerseys are bottom heavy. So there's everything going on towards the bottom of the jersey and then the logo, and then that's it. I think if they had either white striping up on the shoulders, or even if there's just white accent piping going around the black on the collar, that would look fine.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. And then even if they had the warning flag they have on their black alternates, have that as a shoulder patch, it would look a lot better. But
they used to have that on there as the sleeves. I mean, those ones are so nice. And, me and we lived in North Carolina for about 6 years, and we went to the Stanley Cup final in 06. And I mean, the Hurricanes are my second team, and they're my dad's number 1 team, because we had partial season tickets. And like I said, we saw them win the cup. So that was huge for us to see them do it. But yeah, just having throwing how they used to do with the warning flag with the stick, throw that on the shoulder. This is easily a top 5 jersey, top 3 jersey. Yeah, in my opinion.
So coming in at number 6, I have the Minnesota Wild. As we talked about before, I absolutely love the logo. I love the jersey. Just to me seems nearly perfect. I love the M on the shoulders instead of a shoulder patch. Mm-hmm. It works. It's not too busy. It's not too much. I like the 3 horizontal strings that they have right under the collar. That is unique. Not really many teams have that. No. As we talked about before, I agree. I think if they had a red striping going through the middle right underneath the logo, that would drastically change the way this jersey looks to me.
Yeah, because they have it on the sleeves, but they added it to the main body of the jersey where it is. It would probably almost be one of the best jerseys in my opinion. I have nothing to complain about these ones. These ones are just so clean.
Yeah.
So I have the Blue Jackets at 6, and I know I just said, I don't like how the patch looks on the jersey on the sleeves, but other than that, I really like it. I mean, the piping on the back and the front of the jersey, on the shoulder, on the arms, is a perfect placement. The stripe, like I said, like what you said, just fix the striping at the bottom a little bit, make it a little bit wider, add like a little bit of a red over that white. I think you basically finished it off perfectly. I love these jerseys. I have nothing to complain about them. It's just, change the patch on the shoulders and add a red at the bottom of the jersey with that white, like how you guys have it on your sleeves up there on the shoulders with that red and white together. Throw that at the bottom, change the patch. Easily one of the best.
Yeah.
So for my number 5, I have the Boston Bruins. Like we talked about earlier, making that yellow on the top a little bit smaller and just adding like a small black accent stripe in between the yellow and the white on top of the shoulders. I think it'd be a perfect finish to that jersey. I love these ones. These are so nice. Another, I know I have a lot of the original 6s kind of more so in like the 19 through 16, 17-ish range and stuff like that. But for me, the Boston Bruins have probably one of the top jerseys in my opinion. And I have nothing to say about it. If they made the spoke be a little bit bigger, I think that'd be better too, in my opinion. But honestly, these Bruins are so clean. Just make a couple smaller logo colored smaller, and then add like another extra piping in the shoulders and make the logo a little bit better. I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of changes.
No. So for my number 5, I have the Montreal Canadiens. I love these jerseys. For me, I think they are very clean and just they look very good as hockey jerseys. Literally the only thing that, in my opinion, I would add and that I think it would make these jerseys perfect is the blue striping they have going around the C in the middle. Put that around the collar as well, and then that's it. Change absolutely nothing else with the jersey.
Yeah, because how you see with my Blackhawks jersey, if you watch it in the YouTube version, it's got that. It's almost like that priest collar. Like I don't know who thought it was to do white like this, where it stops at the Pentagon. It just doesn't work. It looks like a Catholic priest collar. Like you said, change that white to a blue. Done. Jersey's perfect.
I absolutely love it. And even, for example, their reverse retros, it looks weird, very weird, because it's going from all the blue, but I love those things.
Those are nice.
I got one for Josh Anderson because, he was traded, but I still like the guy.
So you got Josh Anderson Montreal jersey coming, or you already got it?
Oh, it's coming. I got the reverse retro, and then I have a Carey Price original jersey because
it's Carey Price.
Who doesn't like Carey Price? Carey Price is.
Some people in Montreal don't like Carey Price because of his contract, but
they suck. So coming in at number 4, I have the Colorado Avalanche. I am in love with these sweaters. The colors are perfect. The logo is nearly perfect. I love the C logo. I love how they have the wide blue stripe going all the way down the arm. That is not a common thing that other teams do. I think the only thing I would do is the gray that's on the piping. I would lighten it up just a little bit. But other than that, I absolutely love the Avalanche's jersey.
Yeah, like I said, for me, the only thing I would change is just the way that A looks. It's the alternate captain patch A. It's just there's no. It looks like someone just took like a stencil and just slapped on the jersey. Like, there's no detail in that A, in my opinion.
Yep.
I think if you just fix that alternate A a little bit, that makes this jersey so much better. But not bad. So I have the Seattle Kraken at 4. So they're technically not a 2021 team. We are in 2021. Plus, it's just easier for us to do 32 because it's just easier for us to do a ranking of 32-1 instead of 31-1. So we're not stopping at random numbers.
And they start next year. So not many teams are going to be changing their jerseys in that point. So that's fine.
Yeah. So this jersey, I like this jersey so much. Just the logo on the front of it, with the S, the Kraken tentacle going up through the middle of it, the red eye, it looks so good. Just the way, like the sleeve, it's just for some reason the white is okay. Make it a little bit smaller. Other than that, it's just that, and maybe add like a red stripe in between that white and light blue, because it's just light on light, but add just a small red stripe in between that white and light blue would be perfect. And just the number. I think if you add a red accent around the white letter, I think that would make it so much better too. But then just the anchor on the shoulder patch, so nice, and the bottom of the jersey is so great too. Like I said, just a couple small tweaks, just adding one red stripe here and one red number accent around the outside of the white 3. This jersey would be number 1 for me. But honestly, just the S, the design of the main logo with the tentacle, and just the anchors on the top of the sleeves, because that's their alternate logo. This jersey is so nice. Just like I said, 2 small tweaks. This would be number 1 in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. So before we get to our top 3, we're going to hit our final 2 honorable mentions. Zach, who is your honorable mention that we have today?
I am going with the Kansas City Scouts, and I know this one's a little bit wild, but for some reason it's just the blue with the orange and the red. It's just, for some reason, this looks so good. The logo is so different because you got the KC on the inside of it, and you got the mounted horse. I like this jersey. It's just so nice, and I don't know. It's just for whatever reason, just the way like they had the striping and like they kind of had the stripe ends on the numbers, and they have a different design of the stripes underneath the numbers. It just, I don't know. It's just somehow aesthetically, it just looks good to me. I love these jerseys, but your pick is nice. I'm not mad about this one.
I have the the Atlanta Thrashers. I miss these jerseys. Now, their original logo is okay. I mean, I like it. It's like a Roadrunner type thing going in a circle really fast, but their alternate T logo that they had and they started using, oh my God, I loved those logos so much. And that's like, I started watching the Thrashers, and that's when I really started learning who Ilya Kovalchuk was and stuff like that. And I love those jerseys. I mean, I miss the Thrashers, but I get why, because Atlanta's just not a good hockey market.
Well, no, I think it's because too the owners did a really bad job of marketing. It wasn't the fact that no one wanted to go; it's just the owners did a really bad job of marketing the Thrashers, because that's what I've got from Thrashers fans. Is like, no, people would go. It's just the owner did a really bad job of putting effort into the team. But with these ones, this blue with a weird one random color on the sleeve is okay. I think the red jerseys that they had with the T-bird on the front, if those ones were the best in my opinion. This blue one's kind of okay, but the T-bird red jerseys, I think those were the best Atlanta Thrashers jerseys in my opinion. But not a bad honorable mention.
So moving on to number 3.
All right, so
Zach and I have the same pick on this. And Zach, who do we have for number 3?
We have the Vegas Golden Knights. And honestly, at first, when they first came out, it was kind of like, it looked kind of weird. But then if you look at it closely, just with the detail of like the gold and like how they just how they got the shiny parts in it, it pops. The black works, the red stripe underneath the gold works. Just the logo looks clean. It's just it's like that nice gray, but they add the black on it. It's just, and then the alternate logo on the shoulders. This jersey is just so clean.
Yeah.
There's nothing I change about this jersey. This jersey is so nice. It's so great. There's nothing I can say about it other than it's just the dark gray, black, gold, red combo. It just works. And the logo looks fantastic on this jersey.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I love these jerseys. The reason they're in at 3 for me, honestly, is because of the stupid gold helmets. Those things are horrendous. I'm sorry.
Blinding. So would you say you put this farther up? It wasn't for the gold helmet. Is that what kind of made you put him at 3?
Maybe, but not really. It's just me complaining about it. Honestly, I hate the helmets. But
why? Why the chrome domes? I'm like, other than these chrome helmets, these are perfect. It's perfect. It's a perfect combo. But
I will say their AHL team uses the chrome helmets. Those actually look slick.
No,
those look really cool.
Chrome looks good. Shiny gold does not look good.
I'm sorry,
but the chrome
now,
alternates that they have down there in Henderson.
Honestly, if they were able to get the helmets and kind of have it look like the same gold material type look that they have on the sleeves and stuff, I would be okay with that. But this super shiny gold helmet looks stupid. Now, Fleury's helmets that have gold on it look amazing.
Yeah, they had that. Yeah, honestly, for me, the top 2 was really hard to pick because these next 2 are so great. But this third one with the Golden Knights, it's so good. There's nothing I would change on this jersey. Yeah. It's too good. It's just too good. It's just unfortunate where it lands because of the top 2, and for my top 2 teams, it's just hard. Yeah, but these ones are so nice.
So for number 2. A wonderful shout out to our fellow Belly Up Sports podcast, the New Era Sens. We have the Ottawa Senators at number 2.
Oh, these are so this is my Canadian team. So I know the boys at New Era Sens are going to love that. They know that I'm all in with the Sens as my Canadian team, and these jerseys are just going back to the 2D logo. best move they've ever done. And it's just how they have the numbers inside of the red, black, and red striping on the sleeves, and the Senator S's on the shoulder sleeves, and the red striping at the bottom.
The jerseys are perfect. There are
the red collars are so
there's
great.
Other people that think the logo is horrendous. Well, they don't know what they're talking about. They have no idea what they're talking about. These logos are amazing. And I am so glad that they went back to these 2D logos, because the 3D logos looked like some dream when you're on acid inside of a Chuck E. Cheese.
It was a fever dream. It was a fever dream. If it was called, it was a fever dream. Look at that 3D. I didn't mind it too much, but yeah, it was just look, these going back to the 2Ds. Just are so nice. Like I said, the alternate logos on the sleeve, on the shoulders, so perfect. And just the red collar, and like the fact that they didn't stop it at the Pentagon, like they widened it around the Pentagon and did it around the top. And it's just like the number placement inside of the sleeve, inside of the stripes on the sleeve. Nice, small, perfect touch. And that red band at the bottom, it's wide enough, but not too wide, and it's not too small to break it up a little bit. But that logo is just, these jerseys are so good. Like, I want a Tim Stützle jersey. Like, I need a Tim Stützle jersey. Well, one, because I'm mostly German, and I'm all big on Germany and German hockey players. So I gotta get a Tim Stützle jersey. And the fact that they have the umlaut, the 2 dots above the U, they call it an umlaut. And just that nice small detail on Tim's jerseys makes it so much better. That's like a 10 out of 10. These are just so nice. Yeah. So nice.
Speaking of rookie jerseys for a second, the one, if I could get one, it's going to be Trevor Zegras from the Ducks, but it's going to be in their alternate jersey.
Oh yeah,
you have to. Their original jersey sucks.
The Trevor Zegras. Yeah, you have to get with the flying duck. If it was just if it was the old school Mighty Duck logo instead of the flying duck, those would be fantastic.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, Trevor Zegras, you gotta get Trevor Zegras, but if I'm getting a rookie jersey this year, I'm getting a Tim Stützle, because it's just, especially in these black ones.
Yeah, these things are nice. So slick. I literally would not change anything. They are done so well. There's not a lot going on, but in my opinion, they are virtually perfect. These are
the one jerseys where what's that phrase called? Like, little is more. Like, it's so good. It's like the minimalistic of it. It just, some teams went too easy on their minimalistic designs of these jerseys, but the Ottawa Senators, despite just unfortunate the season they're kind of having, these jerseys just are so nice. Like,
I absolutely agree.
I can't complain about these. They're just too great. That's why. So basically, we've had 11, 3, and 2 are basically the ones we all agreed on. It's just, that's why I felt bad for Vegas, because if it wasn't for Ottawa going back to these 2Ds and having these jerseys, I think Vegas would be number 2 in my opinion. But Ottawa absolutely killed it with these home jerseys. They're just too nice.
I don't feel bad for Vegas. They got handed the expansion draft the way it should have been done.
Man, are we really going to talk about this in a jersey ranking?
Dude, I will be salty for that forever. We could sit there, literally be ranking the types of beer, and I will still find a way to complain about it. So coming up at number 1, I'll get into mine because you have some explaining to do. My number 1 jersey is the Seattle Kraken. I love this jersey. It is absolutely amazing. To me, I literally would change absolutely nothing. The day it is available, I am going to order one, and it might be a player, probably will. I just don't know who's on the team yet, so I kind of have to wait for that. But other than that, I absolutely love the jerseys. The color scheme is fantastic. The logo is incredible. The alternate logo on the shoulder patches is amazing. And the one extra little touch to me is adding the red striping on the inside of the collar. I love it.
That was nice. Would you agree that maybe like one little red small stripe in between the white and the light blue on the sleeve, and maybe like a red around the number? Do you think that'd be a little bit better, or is it just me? Just
I could see the red stripe around the number. I think between the colors, it would be like you're trying a little too hard, but around the numbers, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the white with the light blue. It's just kind of off to me. It's just it's almost giving me like the Winnipeg vibe with just that color combo together. You add that red accent around the number. I think that'd be perfect. That'd be okay. That's the one thing I changed. That's the one thing I changed is just the red number, the red outside outline of the number. That's the only thing I changed on this jersey. And maybe, I mean, do you like how it's like it's the whole collar is just one solid color? Because I know we talked about teams doing that. It's kind of blah. Would you change like the Pentagon?
Honestly, no, because I think this jersey, it works. It works really well. I mean, if they changed it, I could see maybe doing red. Just the Pentagon, make it red.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Do it the red. Yeah.
I wouldn't change much. Like I would
that light blue. Maybe that light blue as the Pentagon.
I could see it. I mean, the one thing I like about having the color differentiation there is having those two separate shades is because specifically in the logo, they use those to designate it for, it's like a shadow. So I love, this is by far my favorite logo, hands down. No one can sit there and say otherwise. I will absolutely be getting a jersey.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I will put it out there. If the Seattle Kraken can go through and win the Stanley Cup their first year, I will get a Seattle Kraken logo tattoo.
Well, you heard it here first on the YouTube. We have a video evidence, and we're gonna have an audio evidence when we drop the audio version of this ranking. So
hey, I already have a Columbus Blue Jackets tattoo because I was less than sober, and I made a bet after the first period of Game 1 of the 2019 series against Tampa that if we sweep them, I'll go get a Blue Jackets tattoo when it's over. Well, I have a massive Blue Jackets tattoo on my leg, so yeah.
Well, I have a massive Chicago Blackhawks tattoo on my arm. If anyone's watching the video version of this, my reason. I was actually stone cold sober when I got this because I just love my Blackhawks. So that's why I got it. So I have a massive Blackhawks logo on my arm with all the dates of us winning the Stanley Cup, which I hope to add more on sometime in my life. But
speaking of the Blackhawks, why don't you go ahead and explain your number one pick there, buddy?
Oh man, I knew you were going to give me a whole lot of trash for this, and I'm disclaimers and it's my explanation here. I really tried not to do this because I know, because Alex even said this before we even did our rankings. I bet you anything that you were going to make the Blackhawks one. And I'm like, I will try my best not to do that. And I just couldn't do it. It's been voted on by the fans. It's been voted on by the players. It is the best jersey, best logo in hockey. You cannot go against this. It's just, I'm sorry. I would, it's hard for me not to pick this. It's hard. Like I'm not trying to be a homer. I know some people are going to say that it's a homer pick, whatever. It is what it is. It's just when it's been voted on by fans, it's been voted on by players, it's been voted by everybody, hockey analysts. It's the best logo. It's the best jersey. Like we talked about, change the white collar on the top of the jersey. That's the one thing I would change. The one thing I would change is the white collar is kind of off, but the patches are perfect. The bottom striping is all perfect. The sleeves, it's just the logo. It's just perfect. I'm sorry. I can't. I tried my best not to homer this pick in, and I couldn't do it. It's just tough. It's been voted on by everyone, and the logo was well beloved by Chicago fans. You know, there's groups that love this logo because we had, you know, the Native American Guards Association on. They love it. You know, a lot of nations around Illinois love it. It's just, this logo is fantastic. It's been voted on. How can you not pick this? And
yeah,
I'm sorry. I know people are going to shred me for it. Whatever, you picked it because you're a homer. It's your team. Blah blah blah. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. It's not a whatever. You know what? I'm sorry. I try. You know what? I almost put Ottawa as number one. I was starting to type Chicago at 2. I put the CH in and I deleted and put Ottawa. I'm sorry.
I have the Blue Jackets as number 8. Good grief.
I'm sorry. Well, it's not my fault that my team has the voted best logo and jersey in hockey. You can't blame me for this.
Whatever.
You know what? Fine. All right. Well, everyone, when they're watching this version, you'll see my Twitter handles on my thing. You know, it's CLE Zach. Hit me with some DMs. Quote, tweet me, tweet at me. I'm just bring the smoke. I know you guys are going to give it to me because I have the Blackhawks first. Sue me. but all other Blackhawks fans will agree with me that it's the best jersey in hockey. And it's been proven by everyone else. So you know what? Bring all the smoke. Bring the smoke, dang it.
Cancel Zach. It's time to cancel Zach, everybody.
Whoa. I wouldn't say cancel me because, if you cancel me, you kind of cancel half this podcast off because who are you going to talk to that's another Blackhawks fan than me? Like, you really want to get rid of me, Alex? If I get canceled? Come on.
I mean, if they'll be honest about their jerseys.
What? Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there is no episode 10 of the Cannons Tomahawks podcast because I officially am done with this podcast.
We are done. This is ridiculous.
How dare you, sir? No.
Right.
Me and Alex are chained to this podcast together for life. So
there
will be an episode 10. There will be an episode 10.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know.
Well, by the time you listen to this, we're probably on episode 15. So
yeah. Hey, we'll see. But guys,
we'll see.
yeah, appreciate it again. That is our best NHL jerseys ranking, all 32, including the Seattle Kraken, which is by far the best jersey. Let's just put that out there. But again, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. We are the Cannons Tomahawks podcast, presented by Belly Up Sports and sponsored by Pure Hockey and Spy Optic. And as always, guys, it is always about beer, food, and hockey. Peace.
See ya.